Alright, let's see, video number 264. So I deleted everything, installed a new profile for my machine, the Raise 3D Pro 2. Check this stuff. I added 400 here for the filament, since it seems to run out due to the length of the feed tube to get to the gears. Changed the bed because they have double this value here, and the Pro 2 itself is only 305. The Pro 2 Plus is 605 or 610, whatever it is. Added use movement pings, or use movement pauses for pinging. Nothing here in the firmware purge because it's done with G-code. Didn't change anything here, and I didn't change anything here, although this menu has changed since yesterday for some reason. I guess they updated it or something. Anyway, made a new project. I'm doing the keychain. Absolutely nothing fancy here. Brought them in, colored the models red and black, and then scooted this over 10 millimeters because the skirt usually interferes with it, but on the stock profile there's no skirt on there on the stock profile, so I changed our sorry for the terrible video, one-handed here, but on printer profiles here, also on the stock profile, just something to check if you're having issues, is the temperature here was extremely high. It's 220 for PLA is a little hot, especially with a long extruder. The cooling fan is also off on here by default. So I turn mine on layer 2 at 100% because that's the only way this setting works in here. Didn't change anything on here. I don't like 3 layers, I like at least 5. I left it because it's what they asked. First layer, I don't know why you'd want it smaller than the next layer, but I usually go 100% on that. I didn't on this round. I didn't change anything else. Didn't do anything with any of these settings, so it's pretty much stock other than temperature and stuff that shouldn't have any bearing on filament calculation. So after that, went back to the printer or palette, reset it all. I don't know why this thing won't focus. Reset it all. Factory defaults. Doing like it's a first print again now. Just loaded the filament. I extruded 130 so far. Got nothing coming out of the nozzle. It usually will first give you the first sign of color around 143 or so. So we'll bump this to 140. See if we get anything. Got clear coming out now. Still clear. My hands are tough. I don't recommend that to anybody else. It's got some ooze coming out still, but no black. Let's go to 142. Still no black. The flakes you're seeing there actually are there's a touch of black coming now, barely, from oozing. So we'll just leave that. That's 142.5 now, and apparently that's what the gist is as soon as you see any hint of color. So that's what we've done. Alright, so after that we're gonna hit next because we're done extruding. I don't know why this won't focus. It's asking you to save those values, so we'll save them. Now start the palette. Alright, and we can hit print on this here. So we'll print the keychain and see what happens. So anyway, I will take some pictures after this, but that's the gist. I have noticed that I had success yesterday. I don't know if I kept the print. I kept it. I had success yesterday using Simplify 3D and Chroma This is the print. I got no problems with the print. The only issue at all, to me that's a decent print, was a tiny bit, I don't know if you could even see it and with this terrible focusing ability here, but I don't know if you can even see it, but there was a little bleeding on top, but very little. The only issue was the print didn't finish, as you can see. And that's due to the fact it needed about another 75 millimeters or so, let's call it 100, to finish, due to, there's a better shot, to finish due to the length of that extruder assembly on that Pro 2 is quite long. But got no issues with this. That strand of filament there is just a wild one on the bottom, but a little bit of color over, but I mean, you know, grand scheme of things, it's not terrible. That could be fixed with the loading offset. But I don't understand why this is successful and Canvas is not. So to me, there's something odd with the slicing involved, to where that is causing the issue when Simplify 3D doesn't. I can upload that G code with those multiple processes, bring it into Canvas after it's done, just to make a seam file and print it, no issues. On this I haven't, on the keychain, I haven't done this print on there yet. So I'm trying one more time as Mosaic recommended. Went through all this again for the 18,000th time. Haven't done anything different really. So we'll see what happens. Thanks.